everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I thought that I would do my next video in the things that I have been stocking up on for my future classroom throughout college. I did a poll a couple weeks ago on my teacher Instagram, and first everybody wanted to see how I got free books, and then they wanted to see things that I have been stocking up on before I have a classroom as a free service teacher. So I am still in college. I'm going to be student teaching in the fall semester, hopefully, and this is a video of everything that I have stored. So this video will have things in it that I bought for the block last semester. I bought some things for lesson plans or for my students in my small groups, so I have stuff from that. I also have materials from courses that I decided to save, and then I have things that I have bought to decorate my little library room that I'm redoing at my dad's house. Just overall a whole bunch of stuff that I figure that I can save or stock up on now while they're cheap for my future classroom. So let's get started. So the first thing that I have is a bunch of stuff from when I was in the block and I taught some lesson plans, or just like school supplies materials that I had from college. So I actually got this at Target, the dollar spot, and it's just a little incentive jar. It has 80 pom-poms and a sticker sheet. So it was, I think, $5 or $3 at Target in the spring. I also bought this chalkboard clock at the Target dollar spot. I was going to use it for my math lesson on time. However, we ended up not being able to teach in the school with the coronavirus. But this was from the Target dollar spot as well, and it was $3. I have this whiteboard gigantic dice that you can write on. I use this for my small groups in my reading groups, and I used it for like icebreakers or energizers. I randomly have a 3-hole punch that I used in the block, but I figure I can use it in my future classroom. I recently found my math calculator from high school, so I put that in here thinking maybe I could use it for something. It's a T184 Plus, and it still works, so I figured I would save it. They're pretty expensive to buy. I have a bunch of post-it notes that I figured I would save. And then I have 3 little incentive fun games that I used for the block that I found. I actually got these donated to me from the Facebook yard sale group, and I picked up a bunch of books. The person also had some of these fun games. So this one is the Game of Things, Humor in a Box. So kind of like an icebreaker chatting game. This one is Rory's Story Cubes. And then inside, there's a bunch of cubes with symbols on them. So you could just roll the dice and have your students come up with a little short story. And then the last one that I have is the fairy tale mix-ups. It's called Tell Me a Story. And inside there's a bunch of cards with pictures on them. This one I actually used in my history social studies buddies for our lesson on Valentine's Day. Since it was about fairy tales, we talked about different types of writing. And so there's a bunch of cards in here with different pictures, and you would make a story plot. So like it was a sunny day in the forest, and there was a dragon in a cave who had a feast, or something crazy like that. And the students would have to come up and make the plot out of these random cards, and then I had them write a story that was a fairy tale or a love story for Valentine's Day, and that's what I use those for. And then the rest of this bag, I just have a bunch of counting manipulatives that I got from a local daycare that was closing. I posted a picture of them on my Instagram, and if you're not following it already, it is at Callie's Class. So we've got some shape manipulatives, the geometric connecting blocks, connecting sticks that you can make different letters out of, or numbers. So you just connect them in the little holes, they snap in. I have counting ducks, little foam shapes, counting bears, more ducks in different colors, some more shapes, and cows. all of that was only $20, so I thought that it was a really good deal and couldn't pass it up. The next thing on my stack here is some things that I bought for organization or decoration that I'm gonna use now until I have a classroom, but until then, it's mainly just to look cute in my back room when I turn it into my library. These are mostly from Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Michaels, and Target. So the first thing that I have here are some dry erase labels that stick on. I have 2 of them. They were $1 each at the dollar spot, and I believe that they were with the wedding decoration. I also have, I think, 5 of these hooks. They were $1 each at the Target dollar spot, and they actually hook onto your wall, so you can use them as like a big binder clip for papers or clipboards or whatever you need it for. I thought that it was a really good deal and a good way to decorate the walls or hold pieces of paper on the wall. They had white, this pink color, like a teal, all different colors. I also could not resist, and I bought this Let's Play sign from the Target dollar spot, and it was $3. And I also could not resist and bought the Let's Play pillow with the stars on the back. I thought it was really cute because it matches these little hangers that I had bought. I also invested in the ABC alphabet pillow with the stripes on the back. They're so cute and I loved them. I love the colors in them, and I think I kind of am leaning towards that as a color scheme for my future classroom, so I'm very excited to have those in my collection. I have this teaching mug that my friend gave me. It's actually from the LED department of my school. So there's fruit water, a letter board from Michaels for I think $5 the other day. I wanted to use it as signs for when I'm student teaching or reaching other accomplishments, and I figured I will use it in my classroom someday as well to put up little motivating quotes and stuff like that. The last thing I have in here is metal letters that spell teach, and I wanted to hang them in my back room with all my books when I redo it. When I bought it, I didn't realize that the C and the H were the same color, so I'm gonna end up painting one of those letters so that it's different, but they're really cute. And these were only $3 because they are 70% off the spring collection at Michaels right now. Like I said, it's the same color, but I'm gonna paint one of them. This little storage container at TJ Maxx for $2 when it reopened, and I could not say no to that deal. So everything that I have is stored in here, pretty much, that I just pulled out. I have a couple of other finds that I bought from the Target dollar spot. So I got these wall decoration stickers, the alphabet to match the pillow, the stars to match the pillow, and then my friend also bought this for me for my birthday with the little rainbow on it and the Play All Day logo. I also bought this little organizer. It's supposed to be for utensils, like your napkins and stuff, but when I saw it, I saw pens, pencils, highlighters, notebooks, and sticky notes because teaching. But I might paint this a little bit or use my Cricut to label it, but that was $5 at the Target dollar spot. And then I bought this, which is also a utensil holder. It was $5 for like the 4th of July. It's actually blue. I don't know if you can tell. I saw a place to put sharpened pencils and unsharpened pencils, or colored pencils and crayons or something like that, and I want to use my Cricut to write whatever I'm going to store on it when I have a classroom. These 2 things are actually required by my school that we buy for 2 of our math courses. So one is our Math 112 class, so I've got a whole bunch of shapes and rods. There's so much in here. I actually sold mine to somebody because I didn't think that I would need it, but my friend actually just gifted me hers because she's not going into teaching anymore, so she saved hers, which was really good. And then this is the Math 114 set, just more manipulative squares. The other thing that's in this bin basically is a whole bunch of notebooks that I've never used. I have coloring books that I thought were fun. I basically just have a whole bunch of stationery things in here at the bottom. I saved this little drawer from when I was younger, And I have a whole bunch of pens and pencils in it, colored pencils, like a whole bunch of stuff, just random, that I figured I would save. A watercolor set that I never used, as well as watercolored pencils. I also bought this for something and never ended up painting it, so it was $5.99 I think at Target, and I'll probably use it for something in my classroom someday. I have a bunch of my school supplies, so I have empty binders with folders and stuff like that, and I have just saved over the years because they're super durable. I buy these at Staples. They're I think called the Better Binder, but I save them because you can use them for so many years and so many things. And I have my eraser collection from when I was younger. Kind of funny that I found those. I have this desk light for some reason. I don't know what I'll use it for. I have a Night Before Christmas book, which I didn't even know was in here, so that's fun. And then I saved my math book from those manipulative bags that I had, the Guinness World Record book from 1997, which was the year that I was born. An edger to make the edges of papers rounded, and then I had some random paints, fun box of colored pencils, and a protractor, a whole bunch of art supplies that I figure I can save, oil pastels from when I was younger, crayons from when I was younger, box of pencils, some little coasters that I had from my college dorm, and then just random stationery. I also have this yardsticks book that I used for one of my courses, and I ended up saving it because it covers children in the classroom ages 4 through 14, so I thought that it would be a good save. That is the end of this box here. I have a bunch of other stuff at my dad's house that I have saved over the years as well, and all my college stuff is mostly over there. In the corner of this room, I have one of those fabric pull-out chairs that kids keep in their rooms, and I have saved it over the years. Maybe I will use it as some sort of flexible seating in my future classroom or in like a library area of my room. So that is everything that I have up here. That is everything that I have in my room up here. I'll definitely make a part 2 of this video of everything that I have at my dad's house from college that I've saved. So if you want to see videos like that, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and follow my teacher Instagram like I mentioned before. I hope that this gives you some ideas for items that you can save along the way throughout college for your future classroom. Stay tuned for part 2. See you next time. Bye!